Wednesday Night Baseball now from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, it's an AL Eastern Division matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Rays have won the first 2 games of the series, so they're looking for a 3-game sweep here today.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Pedro Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate is Tyler Wade. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tampa Bay, the shortstop, Tyler Wade.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
First pitch, 7-11.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. It's been a slow start as they come in with just one win from their first 5 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Oh, and a good curveball gets him swinging for the first out of the evening.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Another one sent foul. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
The main job of a number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Willie McCovey is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Tampa Bay held scoreless in the top of the inning. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. John Smoltz gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
So now into the box is Edgar Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a ground ball from Mazeroski at second. He's got it, and quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting second, the first baseman.
So next to hit is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Dan D-Row, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. Been a fairly decent start to the year. 3-2 in their first 5.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team. There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Fielded cleanly. Over to first, and that retires the side. In order go the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
Now into the box, Mickey Mantle. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, it's been a lopsided series so far, with the Rays dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep here in this contest.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
They may be hard-pressed to get the same sort of performance on the mound that they got yesterday, a complete game shutout, but something close would certainly give them a chance to complete a sweep.
No doubt about it, Matt. They say often that hitting is contagious, and I hope that carries over. It's not easy to have double-digit knocks in a game, and they're hoping they can break out.
Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Martinez is back near the monster as he makes the catch for out number 2. Now at the plate, Joe Torre is ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So the set to get his evening at the plate started. Danny Romo tried to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third. And the inning begins with a quick out number one.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. Now here's the first offering. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Behind 0-2 now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Oh, what a stop. He gathers the throw. Got him.
Love that diving play right there by Ian Kinsler. He's been a solid defender throughout his entire career. Got a chance with the Texas Rangers. He was a rookie. We broke bread at second base for a while, and you knew he was going to be special.
Hot shot to third. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Austin Meadows. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Adam Duvall comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Popped up. Crawford is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next to dig in, Michael Brasso. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Rays. Home half of the third come. Here's J.D. Martinez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
1 gone here in the Boston third. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. So the next at bat will be Mitch Garver. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Now here's the first offering. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Castellanos finds some space out there for the catch to. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Liner towards second, and the Rays are in the hit column.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, the batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Willie McCovey will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Popped him up. Guerrero in foul ground. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
1-1 the count now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. A full count to the Rays center fielder. And he fouls this one off. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Now at the plate, here is Edgar Martinez. He bounced out last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Edgar
Popped up. McCovey is there. He's got it 1 away. And now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hit sharply on the ground. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Castellanos is there. 2 down.
Up next,
striding in for Boston, Danny Domeromo grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, if I'm on the mound right now, these guys are swinging at everything. Just want to try and paint the corners.
This is back toward the mound. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there. And back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report. Here's the first pitch.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
Nicholas Castellanos is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
So it was a swinging strike 3. Nicholas Castellanos goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Joe Torre will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Count now a ball and a strike. 1-2 now. Torre leads off second with one gone in the inning. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Well, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now back.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Adam Duvall will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1, and it's fouled away.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Rays strand just the one. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He talked about how it's been one first pitch out after another, and that's been extremely frustrating to watch. They like to encourage their hitters to be aggressive, but to do so selectively. That means swinging at good pitches to hit, and given the 8 first pitch outs they've hit into, that doesn't appear to be the case
for
today.
the Red Sox.
Good stuff, Heidi.
Right
Thanks.
Fielder, Gary.
And the pitch. Gary Sheffield is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one. It's strike 1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Stepping in once again is Cal Ripken. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And now the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Up next,
here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he'll be back in standing up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. The 0-1 on its way. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And Mantle makes the catch. The inning is over. One left for the Red Sox. Striding in is Michael Brasso. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Tyler Wade. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So here is Bill Mazeroski. Last time through was a base hit. No balls and 1 strike.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Popped into the air, back behind second. Domeromo has got it, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We are still bottom of the inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Mitch Garver.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across. Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Ripped down the first base line, and that's through for a hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Edgar Martinez. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. Garver rounds third and is digging for the plate. On to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Finally, someone's able to scratch a run across. The pitching has been so dominant in this one. Let's see if this opens the floodgates a little bit.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0-1 the count. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. The throw into second. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through for a base hit. Guerrero blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Your attention,
now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Here's the 1-0. On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The right fielder, number 10.
So now here is Gary Sheffield. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. McCovey is under it. 2 gone.
The batter,
next up for
8.
the Red Sox, Cal
Designated
Ripken,
hitter.
runner in scoring
Cal
position with 2 gone.
Ripken Jr.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of 7th inning, ready to roll. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Willie McCovey. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this bat.
That brings up Mickey Mantle. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Martinez giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. 1 out now in the Tampa Bay 7th. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Joe Torre is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. This one's flared down the right field line, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
And it's fouled away. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly to Crawford for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 pitch, 2 outs. Pitcher's best friend in the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And now here is J.D. Martinez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
From the stretch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Mantle's on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number
Brandon
35.
Crawford digging in next. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB now. High in the air out towards shallow right. Castellanos will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Digging in next, Mitch Garver. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Set and the pitch. Back up the middle. Scooped up. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as the lead remains 3-1. Ready to begin the 8th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Adam Duvall. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Bounce to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Mike Brasso digging in at the plate. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. The 0-2 once more.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out.
The shortstop,
Tyler Wade swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Now it'll be Edgar Martinez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there,
third baseman, Edgar Martinez.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Mantle is under it, and there's one gone. Next to stand in is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Now here's the first offering. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Line toward the gap in left center. Mantle calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
To the plate now, Mike Trout, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. The Rays entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and it's still 3-1. All set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. Troy Percival takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 40, Troy Percival.
Here's the first pitch to him.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Fouled off. Slow grounder to first. Right to him. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth. So now to the plate, Willie McCovey. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
No balls and a strike to count. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Just a good, clean, crisp game. And a quick one, too, to boot. Great pitching and defense on both sides. Just a couple of key swings made all the difference in this one.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Boston Red Sox rode an important sixth-inning to victory in this one. Pedro Martinez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. Troy Percival wraps it up for the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors.
Bryson Stott is the new man on the squad, and he finds himself in the starting lineup after they went out and dealt for him.
And Matty, it's never too early to make a move if you know this is the missing piece for the squad. The more games you have with your new addition, the more chances you have for him to make an impact.
No doubt, Dior. Also, take some...
So here's the cleanup hitter,
Leading
Bryson
off
Stott.
for the
And as we
Red Sox,
previewed before, this is his first at-bat with his new club. He's set. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Grossman is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. Next up for Detroit, Robbie Grossman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Robbie.
0-1 pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. The throw will go to third. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jamer Candelario, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1-2, here it is. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Tigers strand a pair. Home half of the third coming up. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter. Bryson Stott comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Hit on the ground to short.
Come on, get here.
And there's out number 2. Striding forward now is the DH, Nico Goodrum. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Little chopper back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Next to hit is Bryson Stott. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retired. Stepping in next, Bryson Stott in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
You see that so much, left-on-left matchup. That slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters that are willing to drive the ball up the middle the other way.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the DH, Nico Goodrum. 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. It was a rough start to his tenure with his new squad today as he looked all kinds of lost at the plate.
No doubt. Maybe he was pressing a little bit, trying to impress his new boys, justify the investment they made in him. His coaches will try to get him back on track and contributing going forward.
Well, as teams do these days, J.D. Martinez is being honored in tonight's bobblehead giveaway.
Well, Matt, if there's anybody on this team who you'd want in your bobblehead collection, it's maybe this guy, because let's face it, he deserves to have a big head. He brings so much to this club.
I agree with you, Dan. And there's no bigger superstar to these fans. Let's hope he can give them a thrill or two in this one tonight and say thanks for them coming out.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Martinez.
Now the first pitch. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
All right, you're up. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he's safe.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. Here's J.D. Martinez, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
1-1 the count. Base is empty here with nobody out. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is.
So next to bat will be J.D. Martinez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Martinez.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And now a soft liner here to the right side. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. On a line, that's a base hit.
All right, make the turn. Round it, round it.
So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And you can see right there, he currently sits 2nd on the Red Sox in that category. Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Xander Bogaerts.
3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. The tag, and he is out at third base. Cut down, trying to go first to third, and the inning. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez, is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Martinez.
First delivery to him. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Come on, get down.
The relay throw, and he is in there.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Andrus has it to Lowry at the bag. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. And something I noticed, but that might be forgotten, guys, Martinez quietly had a 3-hit game.
Yeah, it didn't lead to a lot of runs scored, but he was all over the ball tonight. If he continues to show up like this, it will have a big impact on this team's results moving forward, even if it didn't tonight.